I'm saying you're welcome. You're welcome. We kind of have limited time on our hands, so I'm hoping that as we go on, more volunteers will join, and then we'll be able to get carried along. So who is excited to join? Please put in your emojis. This meeting is going to be very interactive. So please, I would encourage us to, when we ask questions, please answer as we go on in the presentation. I would like us to have a pen beside us. Write your questions down. I promise you, we are going to answer your questions. So let us begin. I'm not here to preach the gospel to you. So even though we are a Christian organization and believe in God, all I'm just saying is that I want us to be interactive. If we ask questions, I would want a response, and I would want, everyone to reply. Or if you know the answer to certain questions, I would love you to reply. So I'm going to begin by saying you're welcome here today. You're welcome to Raise and Reform Foundation. And I'm proud to say that this is the volunteers onboarding program into this establishment. I'm very excited to meet you all. So my first question to everyone, if you'd like to answer, you can unmute yourself and simply answer the question. So can anybody tell me what volunteering is to you? Is someone unmuting themselves to answer? Yes, please, before you can. All right, thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. Volunteering to me is voluntarily offering help to others. It's a social service. It's an act of giving out to others, not necessarily through cash. It could be through helping them do something, just like the way we are here to contribute to the growth of this organization. Thank you.
Oh, so sorry, I was mute all this while. Thank you so much, Oladipo. I really love your answer. Like you mentioned, it's not just money alone. It's more about giving a whole lot more, not just finances, your time, and also your willingness to put yourself out there in order to benefit another individual. And that is what Raise and Reform is. It's about giving to people that we believe can help them. And our mission statement basically is to ensure adequate nutrition, quality education, and good health for children. And at the same time, we also want to empower their parents as well as juvenile inmates with decent work opportunities. A combination of all this, right, helps to break the cycle of malnutrition in Nigeria and also empower families to provide for their children with pride and, very importantly, self-sufficiently. And we envision a time or a transformed future where no child goes hungry, uneducated or unsupported. There's something I always say that when someone say I wish for world peace is unattainable, but that doesn't mean that we can't actually do something in our present, and which is what RAF is all about. We are more focused on the present and what exactly can we do in order to make sure that children are not hungry, they are all educated, they went to school, and then they are also supported. So our vision statement is to raise potentials and reforming lives for a sustained well-being. One of the three components of a very stable civilization is not only healthcare or maternal and child health, it's also education. And who else can benefit from education but our lower class citizens or people we can actually impact? And I'm proud to say that one of the scriptural verses RAF was founded on was in Isaiah 58:6-12. So I'd appreciate if we kind of look up this verse and also get the meaning. So what exactly has RAF done so far? We are really proud of what we've done. And one thing that we are proud of is the Edu-Eat Scheme, which we do yearly on Children's Day. There we have been able to secure vendors to bi-weekly supply children food, and we've been able to be successful to the most part. And the children that we've been in contact with are benefiting positively from this scheme. One of the schools we've been to is Ayetoro Community, and we had a back-to-school program with them also in September, apart from the May yearly Children's Day. One other successful program we've had is the Giving Tuesday International Day of Persons with Disabilities, which was done last December. If you go through our social media platforms, especially on Instagram, you'll be able to see the photos and the videos of the lives we were able to change, which we are very proud of. And just like I said, this was the poster we used last year, the Edu-Eat Scheme for children with disabilities on Children's Day last year, and it was a very impactful program. So this year we are going to go into Ayetoro Anglican Primary School, and so far we're already working on that, and we have exciting news. Our programs manager is going to share later on, but we're really excited for what we are going to do next month. So here I've come to the meat and beauty of this presentation. I would like to introduce you to the RAF team, the leadership team of Raise and Reform Foundation. So I would like to open the floor to our first team, the executive and founding partners. So Elizabeth, I'd like you to take the floor.
Hi everyone. My name is Elizabeth Oshinaike, and I'm humbled and honored to be part of the executive director for Rest and Reform. And it's actually awesome to have people come around. I always say something that it is we are not called to do everything. We're actually called to do something, and then the something we've been called to is actually going to be phenomenal if you all could come around and if we all could come around and volunteer. Personally, I'm a product of volunteering. I've been volunteering since my penultimate year in the university, and then I know effectively how that has helped me thus far. And then I just want to make sure that I don't want to stretch this meeting further, but I want to make sure that each and every one of us, we're putting our minds into the volunteering. We're making sure that we are giving our best. We want to ensure that in Rest and Reform, want to ensure that every child does not go unsupported, uneducated, and hungry. That is something that we are trying to push forward. I personally, because of my profession, I've seen children having to go through a lot, and then it doesn't speak well. It doesn't help generation. We believe that they are the future of the future generations are the ones that's going to help out. But what happens if there is no leader? There are people who are going through a lot. There's like a vicious circle of problems back and forth. And so it's very important that in Rest and Reform, we try our best with the help of God to ensure that we are helping people. And then one thing that I really like about this organization is the sustainability behind it. I've had to volunteer in diverse organizations, so I feel like I'm the best person to tell you that Rest and Reform bring about sustainability. We make sure that we're not just going out there to arrange canopies and help people. We're definitely trying to make sure that every now and then we're creating a sustainable impact. So we're not just going there just because we want people to see us. We're making sure that whatever it is we're doing, we have people who can testify that, okay, this is what you guys have been able to settle. And then apart from that, we are not just leaving them alone to just suffer. We're making sure that we're following up with them. We're making sure that we're helping the families. So if you're going to be listening to what we have in store as we proceed, you understand what we mean by sustainability and impact. So that is something that Rest and Reform has been able to carry out over the years. So I just want to use this opportunity to thank everyone who decided to be a part of us. We really appreciate you. And then thank you so much. The sky is our starting point. Thank you so much, everybody.
All right, thank you so much. Chinese, would you mind going along?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chinese. It's amazing to have our volunteers and join us today. It's amazing to have you all on board. I can't wait to have personal contact with each and every one of you. I can't wait to interact with you all and work with you all. I know we can learn from each other. It's just amazing to know that you have people interested in vision of Rest and Reform, and I'm glad you are here. Trust me, it's a different experience for you. Can't wait to see you all on meet you in person eventually. Right? Enjoy the rest of the webinar.
Okay, thank you so much, Chineze. Divine, can we have you, please?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I'm Divine Ubochi. It's very exciting to have each and every one of you here. I'm the team lead for Edu-Eat Scheme, and it's actually amazing to have a lot of great minds here. I can't wait to work with each and every one of us here.
Okay, thank you so much, Divine. Neka, can we have you, please?
Good evening, everybody. It's so nice. Thank you for volunteering. Thank you for joining the course. My name is Neka Ojubeli. I'm the team lead for Empower and Initiative. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Timmy.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so delighted to have you guys on board. Thank you so much for volunteering. My name is Temilolu Ajibade, and I am the program manager of JCIP, the Juvenile Correctional Center Impact. Welcome on board again.
Okay, thank you so much. I believe we have Phillips. Phillips is on this call, right? Okay. Do we have?
Yes, I am. Sorry. Good evening, everybody. Sorry, my name is Philip Olatunde, and it's such a big privilege and honor to be in your midst today. And I serve as the communications director for Rest and Reform, which is an incredible faith-based organization. And like I said earlier, it is an honor to welcome you into this family of purpose-driven volunteers. And I think my role is just to ensure that our message of hope, our message of love, our message of services reaches hearts within and beyond our walls. And I am so excited to journey with you as we use our voices, our actions, and faith to make a lasting impact. So I would just say let's change lives together, and welcome once again to the family. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I believe Okwe is on here as well. Okwe, can go ahead.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Opeoluwa Akwanu, and I am the Volunteers Community Manager at Rest and Reform Foundation. It's nice to have you all here, and I hope that together we'll be able to grow this organization together and work well. Thank you so much. It's lovely to have you all here again.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. And my name is Arabu Joy. I am the webinar manager for Raise and Reforms. And one of the things we are proud of in Raise and Reforms is that we have monthly webinars talking about various health topics, educating the public. And I am proud to say that I am the one in charge of that. So, and also Bukola, I believe Bukola is on here. Could you please introduce yourself? And Taiwo, I believe Taiwo is on here as well. I'm kind of looking at our attendees list, so I'm sorry that I'm unable to identify. Okay, Taiwo is here. Perfect. Taiwo, could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Okay, I'm Taiwo Alamaja by name, the graphic designer at Raise and Reform Foundation. It's a privilege to have you guys on board. I welcome you guys. I honor you guys because you guys are super amazing. Welcome on board.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We also have Dorcas. I believe Dorcas is on here as well.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. It's so good to have you all join us, this wonderful foundation. My name is Mashonwa Dorcas. I'm the team lead for monitoring and evaluation, and I hope that your contribution will actually go a long way in our foundation. Thank you all, and welcome on board.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is there any other person that I left out? You can go ahead to introduce yourself. Then we can move on to the next slide, please. Okay, let's move on to, I believe we have Favor as well. It's Favor on this call. You can go ahead to introduce yourself.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm glad I could make it for today's meeting. It's going to be wonderful. My name is Favor Adikwe, assisting and helping with social media pages. It's great. It is a wonderful time to have every one of you join us, and we can't wait for you to use your influence, to use your faces, and to use your insights to grow our social media pages and also spread the word about Raise and Reform. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, thank you so much, Favor. And before we move on to the next slide, I just want to make an honorable mention to Kingsley. Kingsley is a volunteer that has also been with us for a while, and I just believe that it's also right that we also appreciate him and also introduce him to the team. So before we go on to the next slide, I also want to ask again our very next question. Can anyone tell me who can be a volunteer? Who can be a volunteer? Can anyone tell me that? It's quite an interesting question. You can raise your hand, you can put it in the chat. I'll also be looking at the chat for answers. Can anyone tell me who can be a volunteer?
Anyone can be. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, anyone can be actually. You just have to be willing and ready to actually start all that and they can participate. Like anyone can be volunteer.
Yes, thank you so much for that. I really like that answer. Also, even the chat agrees. Namdi said the same thing as Tose said. Anyone can be a volunteer, and that is not restricted to age, because I recently discovered an organization where we had children as little as 7, 8 volunteering to help a children's hospital in New York, and they did that for their 3rd year consecutively in a row. So also, like in all that, do you know what, volunteering actually, for some people, have started all right. They were children, from 1 to 3 ABC, they were already volunteering. So anyone can be a volunteer. And I must say, volunteering is that thing that people do not actually can grasp how much benefits they can get, and they will get, not just only for other people, but also oneself. So here in RAF, what will your roles be? Because I believe RAF to be an organization that believes so much in teamwork. So being a volunteer doesn't mean that you'll be excluded. It's only when it's time for outreach will call you. Absolutely not. You'll be involved from in the process from the beginning, and we expect you as a volunteer in RAF to be involved in the planning and the execution of the progress of the entire program we are running. And that also includes gathering and analysis of data in order to fulfill the projects that we'll be running. What projects we'll be running, don't worry, we'll let you know at the end, towards further down in the slide, right? Then other things you'll be expected to feel is to design, share, post, and also engage in RAF social media campaigns. Other things you will need to do is to have on-site mobilizations to gather data and also to implement the projects we've planned. Like I mentioned, the outreaches, the skill trainings and all of that. One thing that we expect volunteers to do in RAF is to communicate effectively and respectfully within the team, because we believe so much in teamwork. We believe that communication is one of the key things that we prioritize. So it has to be respectful, it has to be professional, and it has to be with the intention that we are all working towards the same goal. Think of RAF as a hive. Like I wouldn't want to say we are a family. Family is not, is not how I would describe RAF. I would describe RAF as a hive mind. When we say bees and the queen working towards the same goal, or even preferably like an ant colony, everybody have their roles to play, and everybody fulfill tasks for the success of the colony. So what exactly are RAF's program? This is one of the parts I'm very excited about because it lets us know what exactly are we doing. And the first thing, like I mentioned, is the Edu-Eat, which we are proud of. And the aim of this program is to provide adequate nutrition for children from low-income homes and underrepresented groups through the use of sponsored meal tickets, fixed funding to food vendors to actually supply these children with bi-weekly meals. Another program we are very proud of is Empower Earn, and this is to empower parents to sustain the program's goal one community at a time. And how are we going to establish this? We will engage them in enterprises of their interest. We will have them be taught on financial literacy, numbers literacy, and business management training. So we actually have technical experts that are involved with this as well. One other program we have is the Raise and Reform TV. This is where we want to spread awareness on the impact of food scarcity on children's ability to thrive academically and socially via our social media. And one platform that we are looking forward to is our YouTube channel. You can also follow us at Raise and Reform. Also, we want to use this media and also not just YouTube, also our social media platforms to also engage the public rather in fundraising events. One program we are very proud of and we are looking to do this year as well is the RAF Mother and Child Health. And this aim is to decrease maternal and child mortality by minimizing preventable childhood diseases and enhance community awareness. And for those in the health space, I'm very sure we are aware that there is sudden rise of previously eradicated diseases that were eradicated due to vaccines, and there's a rise in parents from avoiding vaccines, claiming that it causes autism. But recent research, very, very fairly recent research, is showing that autism is actually genetic. So it's that way, it's actually encouraging people to finally accept vaccines, which is quite ironic. But this information is not something everybody knows. And the importance of actually driving and making awareness about the importance of preventing childhood diseases is something that RAF wants to do. Another program that we're also proud of is the Juvenile Correctional Impact Program. We shorten it to JCIP. And what this does is that it's to bring hope and joy and spiritual connections to children in correctional centers via music and worship. Like, we even have technical experts that are actually teaching children how to play the instruments. I would like to share a window. If you give me a second, I would like to share a window of the children we've been able to impact via this program, the JCIP. We've been able to teach children how to play the piano. We've been able to teach them how to play the violin and also teach them on other musical skills. And when they say they're sending a child that is roughly behaved to a behavioral center, they might feel condemned. They might feel that their life is not really worthwhile anymore. But this JCIP program helps to actually give them hope and give them joy. And we say that we've actually also helped them to be able to see Christ by going with the should we call it concerts, because we actually host concerts with these children. And so far, it is one of the projects that RAF is very proud of, and we would want you to also be a part of that. I'm very excited to join RAF. I mean, we are saying all these programs that we're doing. I mean, I believe that you're very excited to join RAF. Can I see the emojis? And we're really excited to have these programs on ground. We believe that as more people are joining us, we'll be able to impact more life. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next part of this presentation, which is the teams that we're having. All these programs that I just mentioned, and I'm very sure as my team members are introducing themselves, we have team lead for Edu-Eat, team lead for Empower Earn, we have the team lead for Raise and Reform TV, we have the team lead for Mother and Child Health, team lead for JCIP. We also have other special teams in RAF that also help to move our plan forward. And this is the Maternal and Child Outreach team, the Research, Monitoring and Evaluation team, the Fundraising and Grants team, the Content and Graphics team, the Social Media and as well Communications team. So these things are a lot. So definitely, when you finally join us after the end of this meeting, will be spread throughout various units. So what are your expectations? The first expectations that RAF has of you as a volunteer is to find opportunities locally and globally. Like I mentioned, like a colony of ants, we don't have anything, we don't have all the information. So if you have any suggestion, any opportunities you may know about that you believe RAF can benefit from in order to fulfill the task that we have for this year, I would expect that you share those opportunities, whether it's locally, whether it's internationally, in order to get our fundraising and grants team to actually write up a project, a plan to submit in order to get those grants. Then when it comes to what other expectations do we have of you, we expect that you engage with execution of the project, not just, we expect that you take up tasks and you also fulfill those tasks. If you are very short with the knowledge you have and you need clarification on certain things, there is no shame in asking questions. We are always ready to answer questions. We believe in scientific research and analysis, so we expect that the information you are bringing should have a scientific backing and analysis. Also, we also believe in effective communication and follow-up. We also believe in original suggestions in program implementation. If there's something the teammate is doing or any suggestion you might have that would actually contribute positively towards the program, we expect that you raise it up because, like we said, we don't have all the ideas. As a team, we need to work together. Leading to the last point, prioritizing teamwork is very, very important. We need to make sure that we are fulfilling tasks, we are executing tasks, we are communicating effectively, respectfully, and we are prioritizing the goal of the team, which is fulfilling and making sure that we get to actually see our program implemented. So what are the communication channels we use? We are going to be making use of WhatsApp team group chats, whether it's the general group chat or the specific unit team chats. And then we also have WhatsApp DM chat. You can reach out to people personally. You can also call anybody on WhatsApp or phone calls. You can also reach out via emails. We'll be making use of Google Team meetings. We'll also be making use of Zoom meetings. It's just that when you are talking with anybody, basic etiquette says that you introduce yourself, your name, and exactly what you need so that the person will be able to understand the context with which you are reaching out. So how exactly does the event planning go? So the first thing is that, like I mentioned earlier, each program have the team lead. So the team lead together with the program director will develop the plan that we are going to use to be able to fulfill the project. Then meetings within the team leads will be made to refine the execution plans, which places we need to send email, the follow-up update on vendors, updates on certain individuals. And those updates, of course, like I said, will be sent via group chats. Then the next thing to do is that general task will be given out by the program team lead on the group chat, which team members will be required to pick up and fulfill. And then at the end of the day, when we are executing said projects, then we'll have on-site programs, and then the program lead will coordinate the event, which is very important that we abide by. As every other organization, we have code of conduct. As RAF members, we're actually very proud of our organization. We are very proud of what we do, what we stand for. I mean, we have music instructors, we have technical skills instructors who are actually impacting life. And like Elizabeth said, we believe in sustainability. So time commitment is very important. And it's important that you update yourself on a group chat so you know, okay, what has been done, what needs to be done next, and not hesitating to ask questions. Like we said, we are open to answering questions. There's no point in us hiding anything. So it is best that everybody is on the same page so that we can fulfill our task. Then on site, it's very important that we have a professional demeanor. It is very important that we actually dress adequately for the event. Make sure we are all professionally dressed. It is very important that on site we follow the task or plan that is given by the team lead. We've been working so hard. It's very important that the plan is followed so that we move as a group, we work as a group, and then we all fulfill the task. Very importantly, it is important to have a positive, proactive, and excited mindset in order to impact. It's not the time to start thinking about the worst possible situations, but more about what exactly am I going to do? How am I going to change the life of this person? Now, down the road, they will be able to think about this impact, and then it will have them have a positive outlook on life. So we need to make sure that we are very positive, we are very bubbly, and we need to make sure that our energy is contagious to the people that we are impacting on. Team dynamics, very important in our code of conduct. We believe in appropriate communication dialogue, respectful dialogue when talking with team members, when addressing team members, not just the team leads, but also volunteer to volunteer. It's very important that we talk professionally, no use of foul language, and then we'll be able to work together. In team dynamics, we need to be willing to take up tasks. It's the same thing as commitment as well, because we have a lot to do. So willingly taking up tasks will make sure that things get done and things get moving. Effective communication technique is needed, and feedback is also needed when engaging a team member. Like we mentioned, we need to make sure we engage in respectful dialogue between team members. One thing we also value, if anybody says that social media is not important at this day and age, it's actually false. They really have not caught up with the times, because you have people losing their jobs due to them being racist, them being harsh towards other people online. So it's very, very important that we also have a very good and positive social media conduct. On our pages, they can literally track people to their jobs, track people to their houses, their bank accounts, and trace them. So having a good social media history is very, very important. Even though I'm very sure there are some people who have tried to apply for visa, and then we have recent reports from US saying that they can easily deny people visa based on what they post on social media. When they are doing background check, they check people's social media to see what they stand with, what they believe in. So being and having a positive and cordial attitude online is very, very important, and RAF also takes that seriously. So we need to maintain respectful dialogue with individuals online, and we need to abstain from malicious behaviors towards other netizens online. When you say netizens, kind of like citizens, so internet netizens, kind of like that, yeah. And one more thing that we also have in our code of conduct is excellence and innovation. Like we said, we believe so much in scientific research and scientific information. So we would expect that volunteers as well prioritize research and asking questions and having the correct information when performing tasks. Please do not hesitate to raise suggestions. And one thing we also prioritize is ensuring we have a premium level of work. We absolutely hate mediocrity. If like there's a saying that goes that whatever is doing is worth doing well. So if you are given a task, it is best that you fulfill it to the best of your ability. Submitting a work that you are very proud of is something that we believe in RAF. So we really don't like mediocrity. We like giving the best of what we have, the best research, the best body of work in order to make sure that our program is fulfilled. And one thing I would like to touch on before we move forward is safety measures and crisis management. It's very, very important. Not a lot of people actually put this in mind. And this is often important during on-site or online volunteering activities. When we're having webinars, when we're having live questions to engage the public or being a moderator. There are certain key things that you need to know. The first thing is during a crisis event or an event where your safety is not guaranteed, communication is key. We immediately reach out to the team lead in charge of the program or the director of programs, which is Chinese. And you need to immediately speak with them so that they can intervene and most likely resolve any issue that is coming up. The very first thing, after you've communicated, the next thing you need to do is smile. You need to remain calm and maintain respectful dialogue with individuals. We have cases where we are trying to outreach, or sharing food, and someone is shouting at you and everything. Because we need to remain calm. We need to remain respectful. We don't need to engage in back and forth with anybody because your safety is very important. Next, you need to not engage in violent outbursts. We'd rather prefer that you distance yourself or you remove yourself from any unsafe situation. Because remember, we are very important to us at Raise and Reform Foundation. As much as we want to impact people's life, your safety is most important. And if anything happens to any of us, there are so many people down there in future who will not be able to benefit on what we want to do, and or we might be risking our lives of safe situations. So please distance yourself from any unsafe situations. Communicate very effectively with the team lead, and you smile, remain calm. Do not engage in any violent outburst. Okay, we've been talking so much about what I can do, what volunteers will do, what volunteers do. But now I'm actually going to tell you what volunteering will do for you. I'm actually proud to say that I've been volunteering for over 10 years now. Ever since my third year in university, I've been volunteering back to back. I'm also part of various volunteering organizations, and I would say that it has actually improved my leadership and interpersonal skills. My teamwork skills is top notch. When it comes to fulfilling a goal, teamwork is very, very important, which is why I've been stressing teamwork, respectful dialogue, and everything. And volunteering would help increase those skills. And when we are talking about improving skills, volunteering is active. You have to be intentional with doing these things. It's not something that you develop out of the blue. No, you develop it because you are actively implementing these changes in your life, and that is how you'll be able to increase those skills. If you actively engage in respectful dialogue, you actively engage in fulfilling tasks, and actively engage in doing tasks without mediocrity, we actively engage in fulfilling the best of your work, being proud of your work, you definitely build those skills. You build your communication skills, you build your organization skills, and volunteering also helps with personal fulfillment. Being able to see the children smile, sing with you when or individuals calling you to thank you, it will help build and establish personal fulfillment. Volunteering will also fetch you local and international recognition. I'm very sure that for those who have actually applied for maybe international school or something, one of the first things they will ask you is, what is your volunteering experience? Abroad, they really value volunteering. And once you mention that you are part of an organization, they will browse for that organization actually. And when they browse for Raise and Reform, and then they see our social media, they see our YouTube channel, and see the evidence of what we've actually done, and then they call us and they ask us questions, we answer them, it will actually benefit you internationally. For Raise and Reform specifically, we offer exclusive training on certain skills and also on capacity building. Like we mentioned, we have technical experts that are very keen on education. We also have educators among the leadership team. So definitely you'll be having trainings. Then there's also professional recommendations and international endorsements. Thank you so much for listening to my grammar. And we've come to the session in the presentation where I open the floor to questions. So if you have any questions, please, this is the opportunity for you to ask the questions. We have about 30 minutes left, so I would like to open the question. If you have a question, you can raise your hand or you can put it in the chat. I'll just give the time I'll allocate for question will be 2 minutes. Should nobody answer, and then we'll just simply go on to the next section. So please ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. Okay, Michael, please, you can ask a question.
All right, yeah, thank you. Good evening. Good to be here. Thanks for the presentation. All right, my question is just about the physical programs. Is there like a calendar, a program calendar, just to help people prepare ahead for any upcoming physical meetings so it will not clash with maybe some other personal engagement? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Chineza, I believe the question is for you.
Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
You can unmute your mic just to confirm you can hear me. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Okay, awesome.
yes, we can.
So,
Yes, we can. Yes,
okay. Okay, so I believe for the volunteers on this call, I believe in the Google form there was an opportunity for you to choose the teams you wanted to volunteer at. Subsequently, when you join the WhatsApp community, we'll be sharing a list that shows you the team you'll be joining. So we have each volunteer volunteering for a particular team. So if it's social media team, if it's M&E, monitoring and evaluation, if it's the Edu-Eat Scheme, if it's the mother and child health, or whatever team you join, but it's one team, except for some teams like communication teams I'll be joining across board. But most of our meetings for now will be holding virtually. Some teams will require physical meetings. This will be decided by the program manager. So for now, as soon as we are done with the webinar, we'll have email sent to you that shares the WhatsApp community link. So you can join in on the group chat. Then we'll have links of various teams shared on the group chat that you can join. Then you have discussions with your team leads, deciding on when you can have physical meetings. But for now, we'll have a lot of virtual meetings. So you can actually grab the entire scope of the program and what we actually do. There are calendars for each program, or there are dates assigned for each program, but there'll be rare cases where we have a volunteer, across all of the teams. So, for instance, Edu-Eat has a date when the program will be commencing. JCIP has a date, and there's another date. So this information will be appropriately shared in your various platforms. But for now, we're having more virtual meetings. Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. I hope
Okay.
that answered the question. And I believe it also answered the question for Oladipo that asked on the chat, when will we be added to WhatsApp platform? So like she mentioned, after this meeting, you'll be sent an email to join the general group chat. So I'm going to be closing the questions and answers section for now, because we have literally like 12 minutes or 10 minutes thereabouts. And like I mentioned, we've even answered the next slide as well, which is what will be your next step after this interaction. The next step is to be excited, because you are with a team, passion for project. So you need to be very excited that we have a lot to do. So the next thing is to join the group chat link sent to your email. Then when you join, you'll be informed about the special you need to be joining and the task. You need to engage and ask clarification questions where you need answers. And then finally, we need you to take up tasks and you fulfill them. And with that, we've gotten to the end of presentation. Thank you so much for your attention, and we'll see you next on the WhatsApp group chat. And I'd like to also open the floor to Elizabeth once again to give the closing remarks, and then we'll end this meeting. Thank you so much. Elizabeth, I've handed it to you.
Hi, everybody. So I am really grateful to everyone who actually joined the meeting. I know we have like a lot of things we're doing individually, and taking our time to actually join is great. It's something great. And then I'm also thankful to Joy for having a good presentation, and everybody that joined. I might not be able to mention everybody's name, but Boluwatife, Tosin, Ilori, Ifeoluwa, sorry if I murdered your name, Chuku Noye, Oladipo Kosarat, and Emma. I'm so grateful for everybody who actually joined the meeting. We're so excited to work with everybody, and then we know that what this is just beginning of greatness. This is just beginning of we achieving impact. And then I just want you to put in your mind, and I know that along the line we'll get to know each other better. This 1 minute call will not allow us to introduce ourselves more effectively as we want to do, but I'm so excited that each and every one of us were ready to move, we're ready to create impact, and I'm so excited. I'm pumped up to work with new people. It's something that I always love. And then just like Joy had said, teamwork. There's this slang we always, maybe not slang, but there's this quote we always use. Our word teamwork makes the dream work. So we are making the dream work. And as someone said, the slides are so pretty. Yeah, Joy, kudos to you. Well, honestly, I feel like we're going to steal Joy into the communication and graphic design team, because she's like so super cool with creating aesthetic slides and beautiful things. All right, thank you guys so much. I'm so excited to have you guys. We're so excited to have every one of you on board. Thank you so much. All right, if you have any other questions, there'll be time for you to ask on the group chat and all. Just because we need to. George, you want to say something?
No, you already rounded off. I wanted to round up and close, so that's
Okay,
no
yeah.
problem.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, I don't know if Tommy is able to speak just briefly. She's actually like at work and she's busy, but I can see her on the call. But yeah, but just like on behalf of the executives, on behalf of everybody in general, we are so excited to have everyone on this call. See you in Greater Heights. See you on WhatsApp. See you discussing programs. And then we there's also something that we do at Raise and Reform. We ensure that everybody is working hands-on, so that's something you'll be called to work, you'll be called to do things. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I don't want to keep us waiting to the call now. Thank you.
All right, bye. Thank you so much. Make sure you
Bye,
join the
everyone.
chat
Thank you.
and then ask your questions on there. All right, good night. Bye.
All right, bye.
Good night. Bye.
High volume. Am I really there?